future plan. They do no right, they always wrong. Fire burn, pan Babylon. They use their mind to cause confusion. Them living at the past without future plan.
It's all right. We're not a place. Wagwan, welcome to the Skankadan Radio Show. We're in Pan the Radio. Yo, got interview with Naptali. All right. Alongside Jen Cheshire with there. All right, Wagwan.
Wagwan.
Naptali, you there?
Yes, Papa.
Yeah, man, we're there. Big up, give respect, enough respect to the Most High, see? So, Naptali.
Yes, my Papa.
Yeah, man, we're there, we're there, we're kick it off. Jenny, you have something to say?
Yeah, are we on the air now?
Yeah, you're on the air, we're live.
Okay. Hi, Naptali.
Night, Empress Jenny.
How are you today?
I'm great, thank you. You?
Good. I'm good too. Are you totally recovered from the flu now?
Yeah, I still have a little bit like of the straining in my back still, but it's okay, you know what I mean?
That's good. Okay, usually I start off the interview by asking the artist about his name, but I figure people can look your name up in the Bible and find out who Naptali was. So if they look in Genesis and Leviticus, then they can find it. So that will give somebody homework, they can look up your name. But when I read your bio, it said that you started off being called Redneck. Now, I live in redneck country, so I was curious about that one. Why did you pick Redneck?
Well, it wasn't a choose, it was something that I picked. You know what I mean? I grew up as an artist who loves Sizzler. You know what I mean? And when I started off, I used to compete with my brother. He's playing Garnet Silk, and I'm playing Sizzler few songs. Garnet Silk was out there before Sizzler, so you know what I mean. But I still compare with Garnet Silk, my brother. He always win, but I started out singing Sizzler song, and when reaching stage performance, I didn't have a name for myself, so I say, hey, my name is Sizzler. And the person at this the person who was taking the name say, hey, you have an artist named Sizzler, you can't go by that name. And he said to me, you know what, I call you Redneck for tonight. After tonight you can find a name, but we just call you Redneck. And I did well on the show, so it's like people start to, you know what I mean, focus on me. So after came off the platform and came off the stage, and people started to question where I'm from. You know what I mean? They don't know me and the name. So I say, yeah, I get the name from a guy named Robbie, and I said, yeah, I like the name, and I was going with that name for years, and didn't know that it was like, you know what I mean, it was something so deep until I think 2001 when I meet Anthony B. He was the first one say to me that, redneck is not something no one want to hear. And I say, but why? And I like the name so much because people taking on to that name. And when I went to Luciana, no, when I went on Luciana, and he asked me, what's my stage name? And I say, they call me Redneck. He said, no man, that name can't work. I mean, that name can't work. That name is something that it won't take you nowhere across the globe. You know what I mean? So he said to me, what's your birth name? And I say, my name is George Rose. And he said, Prince George. He said, no, too much George and too much of this and that. So he said, what month you born? And I say, I born January. And he said, what date? And I tell him. And he said, you know what? You're Naptali. And I say, yeah. And he said, yeah, man, you're the sixth son of Jacob. And as a little young Rastan thing, growing up, you know what I mean? It was like nice to be around the veterans, and they can pave the way and show me. And from that day, I took on the name Naptali. I tell you that it's a name that, you know what I mean? It's a universal name, Naptali.
Uh-huh.
All right, man. That's yeah, that's good. That's good. So you had to go through a bunch of changes to get that, that
Bunches
needed.
of changes, man, and I, I wasn't listening until when Luciana said to me, I was like, okay, you know what? I won't let the third person tell me that this name won't work. I'm gonna change it. So
You should come and visit where I live, and then you would have changed it really quickly.
yeah, I mean, well, after he explained to me, well, I don't want to really go so far, like, this interview and things, so we're not gonna really go so deep and thing. Because for someone to tell me to change my name, you have to come with a point that can really prove something to me so I can say, okay, that's worth changing it. So you couldn't just come and tell me that change my name because, I mean, you have to prove that to me and say, you know what? This name is that and that name is that and that mean that. And then I can say, okay, I see where you're coming from. So, I mean, I can fight that.
Uh,
Yeah.
all right, bless, bless. Hey, Naphtali, what's the first song you ever remember singing? You know, really that when you realize that you have the potential to sing, and you probably say, "Man, I want to sing." What's the first song you remember that really kind of when the light bulb come on and say, "You know what, I can do this."
Well, it was a song named Babylon Judgment. That was my first song that I written. You know what I mean? And the reason why I can't forget that song, I remember when I first wrote my two songs, performing them to people and people love it. And you know what I mean, giving it was like Babylon judgment to come. Just look upon the work where you done upon the ground. You know what I mean? And I went to this dub plate studio and I did it on a dub plate, like a 45 thing. You know what I mean? So I always have that playing around, bring it to sound system and they play it, until one day I listened to, you know what I mean? I was listening to myself and I say, you know what? I think I can make this thing. I can make myself an artist. And then I just start to put two and two together and try to, be more specific in what I do now. And then it's like, no one help me, no one ever tell me how to write a song or how to write it or what. You know what I mean? Then Jah start to pave the way and show me. He start to give me words and I start to put words together. And you know what I mean? That's where my true talent began to rise and people start to say, hey, yeah, you're good. I think you should be in the big studio recording and all these things. And I always want to find a way to go into the big studio. And you know what I mean? When I
Yeah.
leave school in 2009, I remember I was living in country. I born and grew in the country in Clarendon. And when I leave school in 2009, I was working at at a supermarket. And I was started to grow in my hair. And you know what I mean? This was like one of my downfall, but I take it as my rise. And when I started to grow my hair, I was growing it and I keep it under the stem. No one know that my hair is growing because they know me as not one with hair.